And welcome back to our weekly Icarus PatchNotes discussion. I'm here with Carl, so I'm gonna quickly hop over to Discord. Yeah, my man, how you doing?
Hey, doing alright. Merry Christmas and
Good.
all that. And
Thanks. Same to you.
I'm doing well. It's a bit chilly over here, but no complaints. And yourself?
Not bad, not bad. Chilly, that I understand. It's mainly the wind that makes it feel colder than it actually is, but hey, what are you
I
gonna
do
do,
think it's
right?
colder. I do think it's colder over there by you guys than it is over here in Ireland, but
It's like my. Let me have a quick look actually, what it says.
over here it's like 1 degrees or 2 or 3 degrees, so it's above freezing.
It's, currently it's -1.
Yeah, so a little bit warmer.
The
But
wind does make it feel like -5.
don't be outside. Simply, it's a simple solution.
Yeah, but you know me, I don't smoke inside, so every so often I quickly hop outside for a quick smoke.
Risk, but good. But we're up to week 212.
Yep, and we got a rideable mammoths,
Finally.
which are fun.
Well, not finally, because it was a very short-term type of like release notes patch type of hints towards getting them and
Yep.
them actually being released.
What,
So yeah,
3 weeks ago?
yeah, thereabouts. We're like, oh yeah, mammoths, yeah, that'll be cool, blah blah
Yeah.
blah, and then it became a lot of bulletins, like serious work's being done on them. So
Yep.
I was, thinking that that's a bit suspicious, but then they
Well,
released today.
so in the future content they were talking about build platforms on
Yeah,
top of the
true.
mammoths. Those platforms aren't in there. There's just one,
Yes, correct.
the one
Yeah,
saddle. But there are mammoths nonetheless. I've played already
correct.
this afternoon. I tamed myself some mammoths. Oh, they're big. They're really big.
Yeah. Looking at the picture, I do think they're about 3 blocks high type of door would be necessary.
Two,
Two
two
blocks
maybe.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
enough. Two, I think it's too short. Your head would still probably hit it. Look by the picture, you will see just below notable improvements. But
Yeah.
yes, week 212.
So we have the rideable woolly mammoths, not Colombian. So don't go look for juvenile mammoths in the swamp in Prometheus. It's the woolly mammoth. Go to the Arctic. So this week we got the ability to tame and mount woolly mammoths, featuring a revised mount UI and a unique talent tree.
Mm.
So welcome to week 212. As I said last week, it's going to be like very small updates. An update nonetheless, but a small update due to a holiday period. So this week we're introducing juvenile woolly mammoths to Icarus. Prospectors can now encounter these massive creatures in the wild, tame them, and equip them with saddles to use as powerful mounts. We also made a number of improvements to the mount UI. Well, changes, whether or not it's improvement, that's like for everyone personally to decide. These updates make it easier to see important mount information at a glance, while more clearly presenting the talent tree. And finally, we give you a first look at the new crafting system coming next week. This upcoming system is designed to streamline crafting and offer more flexibility. We're excited to share more details soon. Hey, chicken, welcome back. So you got Mammoth, got back home, regret the time I spent to tame him. You can't attack with him. That is not true, actually. He has talents, one talent for the normal attack and one talent for the alternate attack. So you have to spend some talent points in there. Then you can actually attack with him. He is slow, that is true. And there are no speed talents. There is stamina regen talents, but no speed talents. Then again, the bigger the mount, the slower he is. We saw that with like the Moa, and then you have the Tyrannus on Prometheus, which is bigger but slower. And then you have the Buffalo, who is bigger and slower. You have the Woolly Zebra and the Tusker, they're bigger and slower. And now we have the Mammoth, which is even bigger by quite a margin, and thus also slower. Oh, they have the attacking thing now. Good, good. So at least it's not a complete waste for you anymore.
Well, the Mammoth will get there when he gets there, simply put.
Yep.
So that's...
So a couple of notable improvements this week. Fix an issue where custom game settings could not be opened in dedicated server lobbies when creating a prospect. They now can be. I mean, you could still do it with editing it directly in the JSON file. I've done it for our co-op open world as well, but you can now do it from the interface as well. Several tooltips now show what creatures they can be equipped to. These are represented by icons of the creatures. Mammoth has its own saddle, which is like only usable for mammoths.
Okay.
Mount health bar and player health bars now have a size limit and will not extend endlessly across the screen. So you no longer have a screen, have a health bar that's like taken up 3/4 of the screen. It's now all condensed.
Well, as long as they've got, decent amount of health, because that's what I would imagine a mammoth to have, then we shall see. I actually want to test their toughness once they're leveled up a bit. So
Yeah, I haven't really looked at the health stats yet,
yeah,
but we'll do.
Yeah.
So this week, rideable woolly mammoths.
Cool picture.
Yep.
It looks nice. Big tusks.
Yep.
Very high vantage point because you're sitting technically above
yeah,
his head.
don't forget. I think this image is like made crouched and then looking up. It's all about perspective,
correct,
obviously,
yeah.
but yeah. But
even at the
they
second
are
image,
big, definitely.
But even the second image, you can see a decent vantage point, viewpoint type of
Oh
thing.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
it would be pretty nice if you could actually just stand on the mount and then shoot from a higher advantage position. So eventually, perhaps the platform system would be something similar, but we'll see about that once we get there.
Yeah. So this week we get the rideable woolly mammoths. This update introduces woolly mammoths as a new tameable and rideable creature. After locating a juvenile mammoth and dealing with its parents, you can tame it, craft unique mammoth saddle at the animal bench, the ranching station, and equip it to travel across the map atop of this massive beast. It's slow, true, but yeah, you do have a very high vantage point, absolutely. Now, mammoths feature their own dedicated talent tree, with more exciting talents planned for future updates. Their high carrying capacity makes them ideal for transporting large quantities of material, while their steady movements allow them to navigate rough or uneven terrain with ease. Now, high carry capacity, the base saddle, it comes by default with 3 heavy equipment slots, by default without any talent points. And I'm not entirely sure how many storage slots, but quite a few, yes. It's still not as much as a buffalo cart, not by a long shot, but cart versus saddle. Even the bovine pack saddle doesn't have the capacity the mammoth saddle has, so yes. So make them... Sorry?
For me, it's more about the traversing through uneven terrain. Now, it is a big model. I don't want to get stuck on a pebble whilst riding a mammoth, because if I do, then you will hear me rant like a 2-year-old that had its toy thrown out its cot. That is going to happen.
I know.
Disclaimers are being put out there now. Because if there's a little freaking ditch or a little tiny ledge or a little lip of a rock or anything that would be considered trivial even for a moa to traverse, however, this mammoth is getting stuck on it, then yeah, that will trigger me.
I'm not. Let's put it this way: I'm not planning on bringing a mammoth to the ash lines in Prometheus Null Sector.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that as well, but but then I don't think he would appreciate the heat. So yeah.
True. Yeah, make them navigate rough or uneven terrain with ease.
To be determined.
They don't seem to be able to jump, by the way. But then again, they are big, so...
Well, we'll see how it goes, because we have a long track from the Arctic to get back home, so we'll see how it goes, and we'll be able to give actual feedback, because text on a screen, and game developers living on La La Land is, we shall see.
I totally agree. So you'll find mammoths roaming colder regions, and they follow the same taming and care system as existing creatures, making them easy to integrate into your current playstyle. So yeah, kill the adult,
Parent.
then grab the juvie, make sure temperature is within acceptable ranges for the juvie, so preferably tame him in the Arctic. Make sure he has enough to eat. They don't seem to drink during taming, but definitely eat. And make sure they have a place to sleep. Those are the three items you have to look at for every tame. Now, obviously, if you want to tame a woolly mammoth in the desert, it's going to be slower because you'll never be able to get the temperature under control unless you place him directly between a couple of air conditioners. Another thing this week is the Mount UI update. You see a bit of a preview here already. Like everything is on one screen now. So it's very easy to see like your talent tree, the stage effects, the basic stats. Unfortunately, it does mean it's a lot of scrolling for the inventories, both for your own inventory and your mount inventory. However, they are on the experimental branch. There's currently a build active where you can actually revert it, some of the info back to a tabbed system. So you should have a bigger overview of your mount inventory again. Oh, and by the way, chicken, this elephant icon thingy here is the normal attack. And the one to the right of it, this is the alternate attack. If you want to build your mammoth for fighting, these are the two talents you want. The one below here gives him the hemorrhaging effect in his attacks.
Well, the only thing I can say, the UI looks good, but my complaints will be with the two left-hand side inventory slots and the hard points. They could have just as well combined those two with the 3 slots being dedicated at the bottom that can expand again. But yet again, you've got 6 by X, and the 6 slots you could have added more. But it seems like they're hard set that everything has a limit of 6 slots left to right being the maximum. And if they just increase that, it obviously increase the amount of picture or
at
the
least
amount of
it's
slots you have visually presented to you.
it is consistent again across all the interfaces, 6 wide.
Yeah, I mean consistency versus just common sense. I mean that's also fine. Yeah, I mean like I said, it's my opinion is that there is better ways of optimizing it, but yeah, that's my opinion though.
Remember you showed me before a talent that makes effects from food more effective. So player talents. It is, yes, it's easier to show you in game actually. There is one for dried food, dried meat, more effective. The dried feed buffs. It's carnivore talent, I believe it's called. And there's one for veggie-based food buffs being more effective. I'm not entirely sure where in the solo player talent trees they are, but it's easier to show you when we're in game. But yeah, Carl, like I said, I've seen people who are very happy with this new UI. So be it improvement, yes or no, is definitely like in the eye of the beholder. And also they do have a version on the experimental branch where you can like put stuff behind tabs again. So there should be more room in the inventory screens again. So
Even if you just had a little arrow to collapse the talent tree, just completely remove it, because technically you don't need to be viewing your talent tree consistently each time you view your inventory for, you know, common sense reasons.
again,
Like
it's personal preference, Carl.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, carry on then.
Next week, tag-based crafting. Tag-based. Originally developed for Dangerous Horizons, we've implemented a new system that allows items to be grouped using tags and used as crafting inputs, rather than requiring a specific item. We've decided to release the system early as it works particularly well with fish, of which there are now over 60 varieties. Next week we'll be rolling it out alongside new fish recipes, making crafting more flexible and significantly easier to manage. Check back next week to see this new system in action. Yeah, without having seen it in action, I have no idea what to expect there, so I really can't say much there either.
Well, I don't really see. The crafting system has the recipes and the item guide and all these things to make it craftable. So, obviously I understand that there's a significant variety of fish, but yeah, what they're going to be doing is to be determined, because I can't see what they wanted to change either.
Exactly, so we'll have to wait for next week to actually see what this entails. Your support makes this possible. If you want to support the developers in making this game, consider buying some of the DLCs. I mean, that's what they make their money from. Great Hunts currently at 20% off, base game at 90% off. The completer set, the dynamic bundle, looks like this has an effective 40% discount. But yeah, feel free to get some of the DLCs if you want to support the devs. Now for the changelogs, basically only the new content. Unlocked Rideable Mammoth Mount, spawning and talent tree. No fixes and no future content. Again, it's a short patch notes, short update for holiday holiday period reasons. So we're basically done with the patch notes.
Yep.
So we take 10-15 minute break, and then we'll continue on our Styx co-op open world, where we first gonna head out and grab ourselves a couple of mammoths to tame.
Do you want to have a break?
Yeah, I wanna set up the new stream and such.
Perfect.
So
We'll see the people back then.
Yeah. I'll mute you out and I'll be back with you in a second, Carl. So yeah, those were the patch notes. Again, very short one this time. Less than 20 minutes. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back in some 10-15 minutes for subsequent gameplay. Now, if you enjoyed watching us go through the patch notes, we do this every week. You want to get notified next time I stream, feel free to hit that follow button. Or if you watch this on YouTube and you want to get notified next time I upload something, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Other than that, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. And I hope I'll see you folks around.